Okay, this is why people play this deck. Charizard comes down, Infernal Rain procs, 2 fire energy straight onto the board, and now we're already online for Burning Darkness. Yep, that's the whole pitch. What's up everybody? Today we're looking at the Charizard EX League Battle Deck from the Pokémon TCG Live Shop. This is the same kind of review as the Rocket's Mewtwo deck video. We're not pretending this is some meta-tuned rank destroyer. We're looking at it as a shop starter style pre-built and answering one question. Does it actually do the thing it's trying to do? And if it does, how consistently? Quick transparency note before we go any further. The gameplay you're seeing is the stock deck list. I did not change any cards or any card counts, but at some point I did swap in alternate art and SIR versions where I own them. That's purely cosmetic. If you pick this deck up, you're getting the normal versions, unless you already own the fancy ones. And as far as where you get it, you're either going to have it already or you can grab it in the TCG Live Shop. Either way, same list, same idea. This deck is not subtle. The entire strategy is explode Charizards as fast as possible. Your perfect world turn 1 looks like this. You've got Charmander active, bench set up behind it, and you are digging for one of two things. Either Rare Candy plus Charizard, or the trainer pieces to find Rare Candy and Charizard, like Arven and Ultra Ball. Because the moment you can play Charizard EX from hand, you trigger Infernal Rain, and that's the engine. Infernal Rain is what turns this from I'm building up over multiple turns into surprise, I'm attacking now. And the key detail, Infernal Rain gets you the 2 fire energy you need so Charizard can immediately threaten with Burning Darkness. So the deck's plan is basically Candy, Zard, Infernal Rain, Burning Darkness, force the opponent to answer. Just like with Rocket's Mewtwo, this deck is very opening hand dependent. You're looking for Charmander immediately, a way to search evolutions like Ultra Ball, and ideally Arven, because Arven is basically the go assemble your combo button. If your early turns are attach pass and you're not seeing your search cards, this deck feels like it's running in the mud. But when you do open with those pieces, it feels ridiculous, because you're effectively skipping the fair part of the game. So the main character is obviously our Charizard EX. That's your engine and your attacker. Then you've got 2 important support lanes. Pidgeot is your I need stability, I need access, I'm bricking support, and it helps you avoid folding when your hand is dead. And then you've got Moltres, which is your board state manipulation support. It's not the star, but it's the difference between I'm doing nothing and I've got a line. This deck isn't trying to be fancy, it's trying to be functional, while Charizard does the heavy lifting. This first game is the dream. We get Charmander down turn 1. We have Rare Candy and Charizard in hand, and here's the critical moment. At the top of turn 2, we play Rare Candy into Charizard, and the moment it hits the board, it triggers Infernal Rain and turns on Burning Darkness. And what I like about this in casual is that a lot of decks just don't respect how fast this can happen. They'll bench something that's normally safe for a turn, and suddenly it's not safe at all. Once you start trading with Charizard online, the game becomes, can they answer Charizard every turn? Because if they can't, you snowball. Now here's the other side. This game is what happens when the deck doesn't find its pieces on time. We're doing the whole, okay, attach, pass, please draw something routine. And the problem is, the deck's power spike is so centered on the Candy Zard play that if you don't hit it early, you're basically just waiting for permission to play Pokemon. Pidgeot helps, Moltres can help, but there's no getting around the fact that this deck can absolutely have those hands where you're like, cool, I'm playing a Charizard deck and I've seen 0 Charizards. And that is the real trade-off. Here's my honest evaluation. What it does well. It teaches you a real powerful engine, rare candy lines, evolution timing, and sequencing. It has a very clear win condition. Use Charizard to run over their Pokemon. And when Infernal Rain hits on curve, it feels like you're cheating, in a good way. But what it struggles with is consistency when you don't open with the cards you need or open with the search to get the cards you need, dead turns when you miss Candy or miss Charizard, and it kind of feels all in. Like if your first Charizard gets answered at the wrong time, you can lose momentum hard. It's not that the deck is bad, it's that the deck is polarized. It either pops off or it completely stalls out. Overall, I like this deck for what it is. It's a pre-built that actually has a real game plan. Turbo Charizard. Get it online fast, attach with Infernal Rain, start swinging with Burning Darkness, and force the opponent to keep up. If you want to try it yourself, check out the TCG live shop, or you may already own it. And again, just so nobody's confused, any alternate arts or SIRs you saw in the gameplay clips are just cosmetics I swapped in. The list is unchanged, it is the same deck that you can pick up in the shop. If you want, we can also do a follow-up where we talk upgrades, like maybe 5 or 10 cards that we could swap out that would make this feel way more consistent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.